don't you?
Mm-hmm. And welcome to Crone Cocktail Hour, everyone.
Hi, Yanni. Thank you so much for today. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Dana will be here shortly, we're hoping. Hi, Haley. So, where do you want to kick this off? Oh, are you doing a cocktail tonight or not?
Yes, I have another. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's some glitter in there. I
Oh
want.
my
I
gosh.
really like my snow globe teas.
Oh, yeah, you had that last time, didn't you?
Yes, this time it's blueberry and hibiscus
Ooh,
instead
I
of just
love
like regular
blueberry.
hibiscus.
Hi, Christy. Well, I'm having a green drink because, I've been ill and I'm not allowed to drink anything. I can't even have tea until we get this all sorted out.
Oh
But I
wow.
can I can have green drinks. So I'm having that. It's a celebration. Hi, Jay, how are you? Hi, Teralex. Oh, you're going by
Mm-hmm.
so fast. I missed somebody. Who did I miss? Oh, Joan. Hi, Joan. I love Joan. Glittery. Yes, Yanni.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Genevieve. Okay, so I know we were talking a minute ago when we were chit-chatting, getting ready, the two blondes here of the Crones. We
Mm-hmm.
were talking about doing a Tarot for America one of these days. Do you have any, while we're waiting for Dana to join us, do you have any tarot that, tips that you want to give, or do you want to just let it unfold naturally?
So I guess we can let it unfold naturally, but I am giving people a heads up. Hi, if you guys haven't met me before, my name is Ossiana Tepfenhart. I am a feminist writer. That's my main publication, but I'm also doing House of Bast, which is a online coven for anybody who is witchy or enjoys cats. This is Blitzo.
Hi,
He's my cat
Blitzo.
Glue. He's like, hi.
Hi, Blitzo.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of him. He insists on being part of the show. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I am
some of you
hearing that.
guys.
I am hearing that feedback now.
All right. I'm trying
Do
to
you
think of
have your
like.
headphones?
Let me see if I can just quickly wrangle them. But give me a sec. Just keep talking.
Okay, I just heard from Dana. She's going to be right there. She texted us. And thank you all for joining us. It's going to be a really great night. We're a little bit early for the new moon, which is Saturday in the afternoon, 4 o'clock Eastern time. But it's going to be a really nice moon. We're going to have the moon and the sun in Taurus, which is a really nice place for it to be because we've really been dealing with a lot of fire, fire energy from the sun in Aries, and Saturn went into Aries, and Jupiter's in Cancer, which is square to the Aries energy. And so we've all been going through a lot of issues, but Taurus gives us a chance to kind of chill out. Think about Taurus. They're really into self-love, self-care, nurturing, not as much as Cancer, but they like to cook and they love nature. When you think about a Taurus, they're really into self-care. So we're going to have the new moon in Taurus with the sun and Mercury, and Mars is actually going to go through into be Taurus as well. So this should give us a rest. We should get a little bit of a break from all that fire. It's a really good time to get in, take care of yourself. If you're not getting enough rest, get enough sleep. If you're not eating healthy, eat better. It's a time to be with friends and to sort of settle back into your body. It's also a money sign. So if you've been dealing with money questions or money issues, or you just want to reorganize your finance, the moon in Taurus is a wonderful time to do this. I really love the moon in Taurus, the new moon. I like the planets in Taurus. I'm not a Taurus, but I just really like it because it has such a comforting feeling. And it's also very good with people who are Pisces, like Oceana is a Pisces. So it's a really good energy, and I'm really looking forward to it. We'll start feeling it. We may already be starting to feel it a little bit now, because the new moon, even though it hits exact, you can sort of feel things changing in the universe and the energy fields. Let's see. Okay, here's the chat. Hi, Dawn. How are you? And we've got Stacy from California, and K Dubs and Eagle. Hi, Eagle. Yes, I want to get on there, Yanni, on the Obsidian Hour. Hi, Irene. Hi, Irene, Joanne. Jason, hey. I hope you got the music, the song that you asked for. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, and Yanni's here. And meanwhile, Oceana is grabbing her her stuff because we were experiencing a little feedback. Yeah, and Dana, you were away, so you didn't see this, Ossiana, but Dana is joining us shortly. So I was just telling, yeah, I was just telling everybody about, did you hear me about the moon in Taurus?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be nice for you. It's going to give you a break. Hi, Pamela. Thank you for joining us. I just sort of feel out of sorts when I'm on a live because I'm so used to doing the daily whatever that I'm the moderator. In case anybody here doesn't know me, I'm Karen Marie Shelton. I write about a lot of different topics, but feminism, women's rights, health rights. Every once in a while, I write something in astrology, although that's not my main focus. And if you don't know me, you probably, and you go to the Daily Whatever show every day, I am one of the moderators along with Yanni Hamburger, who's here with us tonight. So the two of us are behind the cameras there, and we say hello to everybody and share links. And so if you're from the Daily Whatever, it's great to see you. So what did you have any questions about the moon in Taurus, Oceana?
So I'm already feeling the moon in Taurus pretty darn hard, especially when you said that, it's the perfect time to take a break. If you've been For those of you who don't know, I kind of had the past 3 years from HE double hockey stick. And I've been working myself to the bone. And well, okay, question. Yanni, should I drop the lore or should I wait?
No, just drop it. Unless he doesn't want you to. I don't want to
Okay.
go in between a couple.
So, next uh next week is going to be very, very unusual for both me and Yanni. We're going to be doing some very special podcasts, which I know for a fact you and Dana are going to go ah! when you see.
Okay. I know I will. Yeah.
Um yeah, let's just say I'm getting the vacation I have been direly in need of.
Okay. And that's Taurus, Taurus. For you being a Pisces sun, even though you have that fire rising, it slides into your second, which can be an ending to a financial situation like your job, but it can also be new ideas about how to make money and do it in a way where you feel nurtured, where you feel nourished, where your hair's not on fire. Martin, are you a Taurus? I love Taurus. I had two exes who were Tauruses. Unfortunately, oh, there's Dana. She joined. Here we have her. Where's she at?
I
She's outside. Are you outside,
Oh
Dana?
wow.
No. Oh, there's just pictures. There she is.
Hey
Our
beautiful.
redhead. Oh, she's gone.
Okay. Hi Tree.
Roseanne. Oh, hi, Roseanne. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi Jackie. Yanni is smirking at me and I know why he's smirking, and it's just, bro, I'm just going to leave it at this. There's going to be a lot of people going squeeze soon.
Okay, well, that's really good. Dana's the redhead. If you saw the advertisements for the Crone cocktail hour, we had two
Mhm.
blondes and a redhead, and the redhead was in the middle. And the girl that I found through AI wasn't as beautiful as Dana is in real life, and not as beautiful as Oceana is. But I thought it was a fairly good representation. Hi, Amy. Do we have any Tauruses here? Because the new moon is a great time for Taurus. It's a great time really for all of us. I mean, it could be a problem for some of the signs. Oh, we lost Dana. But for the most part, it's just a very loving placement. And it's ruled by Venus. And the moon is in its best placement in Taurus. I don't know, I know the word, but it just slipped my mind, but it's exalted. That's the word. It's
Mhm.
exalted in Taurus, which is the best placement. And oh, there she is. Hello, beautiful.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Introduce
guys.
yourself. Introduce yourself,
Hello.
Dana.
I am Dana Dubois from I Write Out Loud and the Daily Whatever Show. And I am very excited to be here. And I am so sorry. I am so late and I don't have my beverage yet. It has been one of those back-to-back sort of days. So come with me. You all talk and
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get some wine. It's like super sunny here. It wasn't supposed to be today, but I think I might open a
Ooh.
bottle of wine.
Yeah, why don't you? Okay, so let's see.
What have I missed?
Did Dawn say, Dawn, you were born May 11th? Oh, that is very cool. If that makes you a Taurus. And Anna. And okay, there's what else? Do we have any other Tauruses? Well, weigh in.
Taurus
Okay.
moon.
Yeah, the Taurus new moon. Yeah. But
Well,
not only
and I have a
that,
Taurus moon.
you do. So it's really nice for you. It's very good for you. And, you know, in your case, it's good for you because of the people, you know, and the moon, as I mentioned, is exalted in Taurus. And I was sharing some things with you last night about what you can look forward to.
We were. It
with
was
the sun.
frightfully spot on, Karen. Not even like it was frightfully spot on. I may need to set the phone down to open this because it has like a have you seen?
Ooh, Pop Top.
Yeah, it's a Trader Joe's wine.
They
But it
have one?
has, they did this is from last year, but I don't think it's gone bad. It was the last one of these.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's not.
I bought a bunch and it pops so open like beer. And then you can close it like this.
Oh, I like that.
Huh.
And it reseals because
Really
it's a little
nice.
fizzy. But hold on, I'm sorry, I have to set the phone down for a second. Enjoy
That's
my
okay.
sealing.
And Kelly Bradley is April 27th. Oh,
Nice.
you're an early Taurus. The moon in Taurus is more in the 20 degree. It's later than, it's not as early, but you'll still feel it. And like I said, it brings a lot of just peace if you look for it. I mean, it's a great time to meditate. It's a great time to get caught up in sleep. It's a great time to eat your favorite foods, drink your favorite wines, go outside, enjoy nature, nurture yourself, you know, spend a day in bed if you want to, hang out with your friends. You know, it's beauty treatments. Venus is beauty, and it's money, and it's love, and it's just really celebrating. It's celebrating the earth. It's a very earthy sign. So I'm really excited about the moon in Taurus. It's just really nice. And for Ossiana, who is a Pisces, it forms a trine, which, yes, there's a little pain, a little sting at the beginning, you know, with your money. But it's okay. You know, a lot of times the universe pushes us out of the nest when they feel we need to move on. And for Dana, it's a lot of great things. So, you know, I gave her some of that. I gave her some last night, but I can give her more. Well, her moon is in Taurus. It's exalted in Taurus, and she's a Scorpio, and it falls in the later degrees of Taurus. So for her, it's going to affect. It's going to kind of there's Mercury is there as well. The Sun, Mercury, and we're in the early degrees of Taurus Sun. So what's going to happen is Mercury's going to follow behind, and then shortly after Mars, which is kind of just chilling Mars out because, you know, Mars is fire and fighting. But anyway, you've got some really nice placements in your sixth house of work and service. So your work, you should get new inspiration for your work. You should have new opportunities for work. You should also probably be able to step back and go, you know, I'm really working very, very hard. Am I achieving my goals? And really getting clarity on what you want from the work that you do. In other words, work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
That would be your motto for this. Also, it's going to impact your seventh house, which is going to shine the light on partnerships and relationships and longer ones, not somebody you'd go meet tomorrow night, but somebody maybe you've been building a relationship with, or you've been fostering a connection with, or, you know, slowly but surely getting to know very well. The moon in Taurus can kick it up to another level, and it can bring love, or it can bring a deeper relationship, a deeper connection, and it opens the door for love. It opens the door for love. It also will affect that your money, and it's going to impact your career. Good things for your career. And in fact, once again, you're getting you will have the opportunity to tune in, to get a lot of clarity about what's important in your life, because you're probably asking some really hard questions, and you will have the opportunity to get those answers. So that's pretty exciting.
That is exciting. That sounds like an awesome time. I'm going to say cheers to all of that. I've got my favorite owl wine glass. Cheers.
Cheers.
I have to say, is this our fourth or fifth month doing this?
I don't even know. It feels
I
like
think we
just
started in
yesterday.
January.
Yeah,
we did.
We did it in January because I launched I Write Out Loud at the very end of January.
And look what happened to that.
And so every month, whatever intention I've set, at least I've like, yeah, that's kind of come true. Although last month was supposed to be this big, powerful, scary jump off the cliff and you can't jump back. And I was like, that doesn't feel like where I am or my personal energy. And that wasn't what it was for me, but it ended up being what I thought it would be, which was I need to be able to do both right now still. I need to be able to fly creatively as much as I possibly can while also staying very tethered to my job because I need that right now. And that
But
is what has happened. Also, I got these glasses and I'm not sure if I can wear them or if I like them, and they're here. So I'm going to just try, like, can I get away with pink? I'm going like light for spring. I know it's weird, right? Because everyone's used to the dark ones.
I'm so
I
used to
think
the dark one. I'm
I
like,
think they look good though. I think they look good. Yeah. They
I
look
like
really
them.
soft and pretty. They look very pretty.
I
Yeah,
like
I
them.
should go
They're
with it.
very springy, but I'm going to warn you that without your dark glasses, if I were to meet you in person, I'd probably forget that it's you simply because I can't
Right.
distinguish faces. So I'd be like, no, she wears dark glasses.
She wears
Right.
cat eyes. But I want to weigh in on something you said because, even though right now you're feeling the need to be very creative, and hello, you said you want to get air. Jane Pratt of Jane Magazine,
I know
excuse me,
that
getting
was cool.
air. Okay, and on Saturday mornings, you're doing a regular show with Julie Roginski. Hello,
Mhm.
look at some of the people you had on as guests. I mean, you are blowing up, and you're doing lives, and you're doing spontaneous. And look where you write out loud is going. I mean, you've had some incredible essays. So
Thank
maybe it's
you.
not as big and bold as you envision, but if you had jumped on a rocket ship, you might not still be breathing. I mean, for what you've accomplished, it's a mini rocket ship. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, I think that if anything, that is the rocket ship. It's just that she didn't notice that she just kind of launched herself into space.
And there
Thank
is no
you.
turning back. There's no turning back. From Jane Pratt of Jane Magazine, you just have to keep pushing up. I mean, there's just no other place to go but up. I mean, you're going to keep getting people that you want because you're established. There was a person on today. I was in the hospital getting tests. I wasn't admitted, but I was at a hospital getting tests. And I was listening to the show because, you have to wait and all that stuff.
Hmm.
And one of the, no, it was yesterday, the woman said, I stalked you because I wanted to get on your show. I mean, in my head, I'm going ding, ding, ding. I mean, hello. But the good thing is, even though right now you feel the need to be tethered, with Taurus, it's gonna give you permission to really follow your heart. And if some point you say, I'm doing too much, I need to back off, you'll be okay with that. You won't be beating yourself or feeling bad
Yeah.
because the moon is going to be on your moon and you're going to be good to yourself. So if you say, I can't keep doing all this stuff, you'll make good choices. I really
Thank you.
believe that.
That's
I
part of
really
why
do.
I was late today, because I was talking to a mentor person about just these things.
Well,
So
you're on the right track. So, what is
I know.
your new moon wish for this month?
I don't know yet. Don't ask me first. You guys go.
Okay, Ossiana, what's your wish?
So I've still been battling my kratom use, but honestly, I narrowed
You're what?
down my kratom use. My
You
I don't know.
better
use of
explain
like,
that.
well, kratom is a supplement, but the problem is that I've become physically dependent on it.
Oh, okay.
So I've been kind of like I've been kind of narrowing down the cause, because if I eliminate the cause, the symptom disappears. So
Okay.
90% of what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to put a stop to the toxic cycles in my life that I keep noticing. I keep trying to heal with that. So, I've definitely started to put myself first. I've started to rework myself and I started to learn to stand up to people who were kind of just pushing me around.
That's really admirable. That takes a lot, though.
Yeah.
That's very admirable, don't you think?
Yeah. Kind of
Um,
amazing.
you're getting ready to do some. You were talking early in the show before Dana joined us about the feminism pieces that you've been really, writing lately and really pushing hard on. And you also said that you and Yanni have a big surprise. I don't know if you're going to announce it today, but you can if you want to.
No pressure, but now you kind of have to. No, you don't have to. Do what you're
No, you
comfortable
don't
with.
have to. You don't have to. But you did mention it. You brought it up. I didn't.
We might we're just gonna be real. We might invite the two of you for a special live with me. Oh, thank you, Blitzo. He's like, and me too. Sorry,
Okay.
buddy. Yeah. We're definitely gonna have to like discuss that because that's gonna be in about a week, and it'll take about half an hour. But I know that everyone's gonna go, "Oh my god!" I'm not gonna announce it quite yet because
Okay.
Okay.
those
Roll
are.
out the content strategy, do it properly.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But you're
Okay.
setting your
So,
intent for it.
Oh, there's more than intent going on already.
okay.
Thank you,
So,
Yanni. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to be in an undisclosed location.
oh, I love that. I love I love the, what do they call the dinner parties you guys do?
Yes. Well, okay. Since Yanni kind of made it easy for everyone to figure out the two and two together. Um. Yeah, I'm going to visit Yanni. We're having our
Oh,
first
you
in
are?
person. We're having our first in person date
Oh,
When
that's
is that?
exciting.
When is that?
next week for 5 days.
Yay! Oh my God, that'll be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've
Wow.
been planning this for a while?
Look
I
at her.
really love him so.
Oh, that's sweet. I love the pictures he posts of you.
I love the pictures of him that I look at every night. I'm
Aw.
blushing.
That's sweet. Isn't that sweet? See, I told you, Taurus love. What did I tell you?
Mm-hmm.
You
Perfect
predicted
time to
this,
visit.
Karen. You
She did.
predicted this. I mean, not
Oh,
Yanni specifically, but you predicted. Didn't you predict that there was like a big
Yeah.
love coming for Ossiana?
yeah. When she was going through her last relationship and it was not going well, and she was very upset, I said to her, if you can let go of this one, you got a really good one coming behind you. And she'd say, eh. And then she'd ask me, well, how soon? I go, very soon. As soon as you let go, he is going to manifest. And how long did it take him to manifest, Oceana?
I'm just going to point out I'm getting the official divorce decree in July on the 18th, and probably the 19th, I'm going to be married.
Aha! Congratulations.
And you haven't met in
Congratulations.
person yet.
We don't need to, but we're
Oh,
going to anyway.
well, that's good. Probably good to meet before you get married, right?
I mean, a lot of my friends and a lot of my family members didn't meet their spouses before they got married. So, like, it's one of those things. I mean, yeah, it is a big leap of faith, but from the way that I grew up, it's not that unusual.
Well, I'm so happy for you. I felt so terrible when you were going through that previous situation and
Yeah.
you were just so unhappy. I couldn't hug you, but I wanted to because I felt so bad for you. And then when we did that reading, I was looking at your chart and I said, there's another one right there waiting in the wings. And you
Quite
said,
literally with
yes,
money.
yes. And you said, but how soon? And I said, as soon as you let go of the other one, he'll be there. And it happened. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Very, very glad. But I
Yes.
think love is coming for Dana too. I think love
Yeah.
is building. I think it's coming. I think it's building. So that's
You know,
great.
you know what it is, and I speak as somebody who, as a bunch of people know, I work with multiple deities and different pantheons. And one of the pantheons that I work with is the infernal pantheon. One of my patron, uh, well, it's not quite a saint; it's the inverse of a saint. One of my patron
Yes.
demons is Lord Asmodeus, who is considered to be the embodiment of lust. And it's funny because ever since I really started to connect to that part of myself, one, I've started to notice that uh people started to like stammer and yammer a lot around me and just like give me stuff out of like blue sky. Like I'll get like free cupcakes, free ice creams just because like I go to a cafe and they're like, "You need to eat this." So how's your day? There's been something that I've noticed energetically too. I started to pick up when people are like deeply in love with someone or when people are about to meet. There's like a certain glimmer that happens around a person's energy. I can't describe it any other way. Dana, you're starting to get that glimmer around you.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, David Page, I don't know how to say his last name, but he said astrology chat session. Well, David, the first minute we were on, we were talking about the new moon in Taurus, and we were talking about the sun in Taurus, and we were talking about Mercury in Taurus. And, I mentioned before, I'll just do a really quick one, and then we're going to get to Dana and her new moon wishes. But, Saturn is still in Aries. It's going to be there for about 2.5 years, 3 total. It's moved in now. It's like pretty close to 11 degrees. So it's kind of established itself. A lot of that angry energy and that, the fireball of energy that came in when Saturn hit, it's smoothing out. It's starting to smooth out. And Mars, which rules Aries, which was just feeding the fire, it's moving into Taurus. And it's great. Moon in Taurus, Moon in Taurus, Mars in Taurus. By the way, Mars in Taurus is really great for love and sex and romance and, sexy time. It's really Mars in Scorpio and Mars in Taurus. Those are 2 really nice, sexy times. Also, I'm going to give everybody a tip. Mars is getting ready to go into Taurus, which rules all kinds of Venus things. And if you're an investor, Venus rules copper. So if you're interested, copper may have a little pop for the next 30 days. It's historically been proven when Mars goes into Taurus from Aries, we almost always get a little copper pop. It can go up $5, $10, $15. I mean, I'm talking about, ETFs or copper stocks, or if you're into, like I am, futures and options, you can do all that. We also are going to have Mercury in Taurus, which means people are going to be more thoughtful. With Aries, because it wasn't Aries, and Aries is very spontaneous. They just jump off a cliff and go, oh, maybe I should have worn a parachute. But with Mercury in Taurus, they're going to think about it. Like, I'm going to jump off this cliff. Maybe I should have a parachute. Maybe they'll go get one. And it's more thoughtful thinking, more thoughtful, reasoning. And, it's more thinking about care and nurturing. And Taurus can be a little bit self-focused. I won't deny that. But they also are very loving towards people in their life that are important, like their children and their pets. By the way, the sun and the moon in Taurus, Taurus people, as a rule, if they have a strong Taurus personality, and when I say personality, it can be your sun, it can be your rising, it can be your moon, like Dana has. It can be you have a stellium in Taurus. It doesn't just mean your sun, it can be your rising. But if you have a Taurus personality or profile, is what I'll say, you love animals generally. You'll have cats or you'll have dogs, and you'll love them like they're your children. And like Dana, she just absolutely loves her little dog, Kira, and she loves her 2 kitties. And I'm so sorry you lost one this week. That would have been a Mars event for you, and I'm so sorry that happened. But
on Mother's Day, can we that'll be an essay one day.
Yo, can we just talk about how, I feel like every single person I know close to me has had a kind of awful Mother's Day?
I'm sorry.
I had a very meaningful Mother's Day, but it was so Josie is my cat who we just put down on Monday,
I'm so sorry.
Thank you. She was the sweetest girl. She was such a good kitty, but she's had diabetes half her life since she was 8. She was 16. So daily, 2 times a day injections, and she's peed on everything. And she's lost about half her body weight over the years. And there was definitely it's been years that I've been like, is it time? And I didn't grow up with pets. I'm not good at making these kinds of calls, especially when, my kids love her. And I was like, I can't go tell my kids that I killed the cat because she peed all over my velvet sectional rug and I had to get rid of, or sofa. I had to get rid of our couch because she peed on it. She's truly destroyed a lot of our house and all these things. And then here it is, it's Mother's Day. 9:45 a.m. I'm getting ready to do my live. The kids are going to be coming over with their dad a few hours after that. And Josie just collapsed in front of me and was twitching. I assume she was having seizures and lost use of her legs.
Oh no.
It was really hard. And I was like, I called the hospice vet and they were like, we can come to your home. Just let us know. And I was like, I still have to go take her to the ER because I have to
Dana.
know if it's something that's easy and fixable. And the vet in the ER was like, she perked right up after we gave her food. But, and he was like, well, her hyperthyroid and her glucose is crazy low and her kidneys might be out. We need to do more tests and keep her overnight or maybe a day or two. And then you have to take her to the vet every day. We're going to do all these tests and the pills and this. And I was just like, I can't. And it was so hard to have to make that call, let alone on Mother's Day. And then to meet up with my kids holding, I brought Josie home. I didn't leave her there. And I was like, sweeties, I think it's time. And they were really sad, but they were like, they agreed with me. And they were like, no, we've known this was coming, which I didn't know that they really knew that.
That's sweet that they knew that.
Yeah. And that they were like, neither of them were like, no, Josie. They were just like, they got it, you know? So it was like this very and my eldest, who isn't always like historically when she was little had trouble with empathy, she called me and when I was there and she was like, I'm sorry you're there alone, and because she was working, I'm sorry you're there alone and I'm sorry this is happening to you on Mother's Day. And I was like,
Oh,
it means so much to me that I've raised an empathetic, lovely child like you. Like that is the Mother's Day gift. So, and then I called and they came the next day and one of my best friends came over and it was beautiful. She died like licking her favorite treat in my lap with the kids on
oh,
either side of her. Well, she went to sleep like that, and then they went upstairs. They didn't want to be there when it was the final injection, but
oh. But
it was.
your other
I'm
animals
sorry.
were there too while it happened, right?
They were. Kira was there the whole time. My friend Susan was holding her. And she came and sniffed her head afterwards and then licked her because she still had the treat on her mouth. I was like,
Oh,
Kira, you're such a little asshole.
but
Literally
it's good
licking.
that it's good that they get to say goodbye,
I
and you
Yeah.
had
know.
so much love. But you know what, Dana, with Scorpio rising, Dana's a Leo sun, Scorpio rising, and moon in the beautiful sign of Taurus, which explains why she's so beautiful because Venus rules Taurus and moon is women. And that's how how you look. And the reason Oceana is so beautiful is because she has all that Pisces energy, which is like, ethereal and everything. But anyway, your fifth house is Pisces, which is how you are as a mother. And there's no one better than a Pisces mother. They are so warm and so loving and
Really?
nurturing. And they really want their children to have whatever they need to have to be happy. And they're non-judgmental and they're good at boundaries, but they really love their children. Those are very good mothers. And that's why Oceana, with all her Pisces energy, is so good to her cats. And that's why you're so good to Kira and your cats.
Mm,
So, and the
I
Taurus
hope.
moon is just going to be, another thing that you will probably do. And by the way, I know a couple of people have asked for astrological chit chat here. If you need more, I'm always happy to jump on someday and just do a hardcore astrology thing if you want. But, tonight's for all of us, so I don't want to go too much into it. But, one of the other things, Dana, is with that Taurus moon, it's going to be highlighting, it's going to be forming nice aspects to your fifth house of children. And you're going to be putting a lot of time, I think, in the next couple of months into saying goodbye to your oldest daughter. I think everything is going to be really symbolic over the next couple of months because she's leaving in August. Is that right?
August or September, yeah.
That's just coming around the corner.
I know that was like I didn't really cry before or after with Josie, but during, like I was sobbing, and part of it was this is their one of the childhood pets, right? Like we got the two cats when the kids were very, very little, and I'm like, oh, this is just like the next couple of years I should say, like in 2.5 years, my life will be very different because my children, at least theoretically, will not live at home.
Oh,
And like, what will that mean? So it felt like one of the first like guards going down, losing the child.
oh. Well, both of
So
you are going to have very different lives over the next 2 years. I mean, Oceana's getting married and, you're finding love and
am
your
I?
child is going off to school and you're going to be so proud of her. She's really going to do great. So
Thank
you
you.
both got a lot of
Just
stuff to
pop me
look
up,
forward to.
Karen.
Well, just gonna say, this channel is called House of Boss, which is It's the house of a cat goddess.
Love it.
And it's also the goddess, one of the goddesses of motherhood alongside Tauret in the Egyptian pantheon.
Mm.
And Bast is known for being a protector of both mothers and children, not to mention
Ah.
cats.
Well,
And
I'm not a mother. I'm a stepmother, but I'm not a mother.
you're
I chose
you're
never to
my
have
You are
cyber
children.
you are so motherly, Karen.
dude. You're my cyber mom. You are a mom.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you.
Now,
But that's really sweet about the House of Boss.
I just wanted to point out that because of my connection to cats and because of my spirituality with motherhood and stuff like that, there's actually a couple things I can advise you to do to, one, help clear the air, and
Okay.
two, also heal from this kind of a loss and this kind of, like, let's just face it, it's not easy.
No, it's
So
terrible. I'm so sorry, brutal.
It's
the
okay.
first
Yeah, let's hear it. What are they?
the first thing that you can do is what I did with Monty. Monty's alive right now. Beforehand, his name was Spanky, and he was a Shih Tzu. One of the things that, like, my ex-husband, like, when his childhood pet dog died, he was like desperate. He was like, I just really wish I could have held him one more time. I was like, okay, let me try to figure something out. I asked my spiritual mentor at the time, and he was very well known for his ability to do necromancy. And he said, light a white candle, make sure that the entire area smells pleasant, have some soothing music, and then you're going to start, just wait and ask for Josie to come back in a different body.
Hmm.
Just say, we loved having you. If you want to come back, if you are ready, because sometimes people and pets need to rest on the other side. Come back when you're ready. We'll be happy to have you in our home.
That's sweet.
Little
About
spirit kitty.
No, not a spirit kitty. The cat can reincarnate. That's what happened with Monty. And
So Monty used to be a Shih Tzu.
yeah. What's weird is that, like,
How do you know that? What do you sense that makes you be like, well, that's
so his entire adoption ended up being really weird. Because we'd reserved this Siamese cat because it was the cheapest cat that we could find, and it was for a good cause. It was actually a fundraiser for Ukraine. So we go there, and he was the last
okay?
cat that was gotten. So first off, there were no other options available to us.
Okay.
And as soon as we saw them, we saw the mama cat and the dad cat that they came from. The mama cat nudged him towards my husband.
Wow.
And as
That's
soon,
cool.
like, and like how, like, young kittens, they're skittish. Nope. Monty just laid down, started purring as if it was nothing. And
Oh,
then
that's sweet.
his dad came over a couple weeks later after we just got him. His dad goes, it's really weird. I can't stop thinking that your new cat reminds me of Spanky.
That's
My
great.
husband never told that I did that spell.
Oh, wow. That truly is a
Wow.
witchy spell. That's a witchy spell. So we've had a little astrology, we've had a little witchy, we've had a little new moon celebration. But you know what? I don't want the
dear.
time to skip back and past us without Dana's new moon wishes, because hers always manifests. So lay it on us, Dana.
I'm worried that my new moon request feels like crass for a new moon. But here, so I'm gonna tell you a story, and the story will lead to the wish.
Okay.
I actually have this half written as an essay, and I might make it an essay, but I might
Okay.
not. So you're in my dining room right now. I podcast from here. If we here, I'll turn around.
Yes.
Or you can see
Yes.
that's my friend. My mom friend sent me flowers for Josie.
Oh,
Those are my Mother's Day
that's
flowers.
sweet.
So that's so sweet. So
Oh,
So you can, I don't know if you can see, but there are these very old you can see one of them. These very old windows, they have original
Uh-huh.
wood because it's a 100-year-old house almost. And to
Ah.
replace the windows and make them look nice here in the front of the house would be astronomically expensive. And to replace them in an affordable way would be very ugly. Like it'd be like the white vinyl, windows. These are original wood and blah, 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 blah. So I don't touch these. They've just been here. In this room this week, I have been getting so many flies. And at first I thought it was because I was opening the back door and the flies were coming in with Kira, which that's some of it because she always wants the door open when she's out there. And so sometimes a fly or two gets in, but I'm talking like 8, 9, 10 flies in here. And I hate flies. And
Me
so
too.
I have been killing them with is it in here? No, like hairspray we have from like costume nights. It's not Aquanet, but it basically is the like really hard hold hairspray. And Mrs. Meyer's lavender, just all purpose spray. It slows them down enough that I can kill them. I've probably killed 60 or 70 flies this week in
Why
this
don't you
room.
get a zapper? You know those zappers that
I
hang
know
up?
because theirs are ugly and I have the spray here.
Okay.
And then
All
I was
right.
like, this is a metaphor. I'm swatting so many flies and bear with me that this is the metaphor because this is how my
Okay.
brain works, that I'm like, if I cannot make my writing / podcasting work profitable for me, that it's supporting my life, I know it will die. Because I've done this before with my music website. It was all community and fun and elevating bands, and it was awesome and I loved every minute of it, and eventually
Yes.
it had to stop because
Yeah.
we had to work and we had
Yeah.
to have our lives, right? And I am feeling a lot of that same energy and realizing this is a very deeply Gen X rooted thing of like, I'm a creator and I'm a community builder, and everybody, it should be accessible to everybody. And so we're doing all of this work. And it's, oh, I hear a fly. There's one right there.
Oh no.
In the same way, I'm like, I don't want to make my home ugly. I want to preserve. I see myself as a keeper of this 1930 house, not an own. I mean, I own it along with the bank. I've been here for 20 years, but also like I am a keeper of this beautiful home, and I need to keep it beautiful and intact, much as I am the keeper of my work, and I want to have it in my community, and I want it beautiful. And this idea of like, I am keeping the flies at bay, and I am keeping the community going with my own
Energy.
body and unpower and energy and unpaid labor, and that's not sustainable. And it's okay to want to live in a room without any flies in it, and there's no good ending to it other than sort of being the adult and fixing the problem.
Yeah,
and
unfortunately.
and so my wish, the next thing that has to happen is figuring out how to monetize, and that's part of taking flight and going big. And to put it out there of like, it has to make money and support my life, or I will run out of steam and it will die, and I don't want it to die again.
That's a
And
very
I
good wish. It's a very good wish. And it's very much in keeping with the energy from the new moon. You know, we talked about your seventh house, which is partnerships. It's not just your partnerships with love partnerships or business partnerships or like Lawrence, but it's also partnerships with other people. And at this point in time, it's one sided. You need the support to push you ahead so that you're not torn in so many pieces. And by the way, do you think it could be weather stripping? Do you have weather stripping cracks around your windows?
Oh, it's worse than that. Hold on, I'm going to take you for a little journey. You're going to laugh because I do have tape on this. It's on this window that I think is a big part of the cause, but the fact that I've had 3 or 4 more flies in here, including, oh, there's 2 right now. There's one, and see the one right there.
Oh
I
yeah,
kind of feel like I could just, nope.
You know what it is? It's because you're too darn sweet.
yeah. That's it. They love
I
sugar. They love
so
sugar. That's
so
it.
can you see the tape that I have right there?
Oh yeah. Oh my.
That crack is like like the glass has fallen down
Uh huh.
in this old wood frame, and then the wood is eroding here. So it's taped up, but there are still flies getting in. I probably have more, but see how pretty the windows are?
They're
Like,
gorgeous. Yeah.
but they are falling apart. And so I am going to hire a person to come look at them and see if there is a not replace it all solution, but like the screens in the front are all torn up because there's a rose bush in front of it and it had gotten really wild and it tore the screen.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
perhaps just replacing the screens would do the
Yeah.
trick.
Well,
But I need to admit that I need help and I need to invest a little money into making it grown up. I don't have 50 grand to replace the windows, which is probably what it would cost.
I have a
Um,
spell for the new moon for money if you want it. Go ahead.
we do.
yeah, we do.
Okay,
We do.
this is an old spell. And by the way,
Okay.
little side note, the woman I met when I ran away from home when I was 15, this friend of
Yeah.
mine who worked with me at the hospital, she gave me a place to stay when I ran away. And she took care of me and she was my age. And I lost her back in the 1970s. I lost her. I found her last weekend and we talked for 3 hours. It was awesome. But anyway,
Karen, that's
we talked
beautiful.
we talked about this witch shop that we used to go to when we lived together, and this witch taught us all these secret spells. One of them is on the night of the new moon, if you have a rug or a welcome mat that's at your front door or at your back door, put money, put coins or dollars. The more you put under there, the more money will manifest. And you leave it there. And every time you go over it or people come in, it will regenerate the energy of the money coming to you from outside. It brings money in from outside. The other side note to this is if you don't have a doormat or a rug or something you can stuff the bills under, you're not supposed to tell anybody how much you put, but like if you put 100, then there's a good chance you'll get 100 or tenfold. So the other thing is you take coins, loose coins like quarters, and don't count them, pennies, don't count them, and stuff them on your windowsills and leave them during the whole course of this new moon and then collect them. And this will bring money to you. Those are two really good. I've done those both for many years and they work very well. I mean, I'm not going to guarantee you'll win the lottery, but you should notice a difference. And I think that's a very good wish. I think it's a very good wish, Dana. Don't you, Ossiana?
Oh, absolutely. I was actually going to say, this is me being a little bit in my own head, but I don't know about you guys, but I noticed that, you know, the phrase "as above, so below."
Mm-hmm.
That seems.
I don't, but I like it.
Well, that's like an
give her the short stick.
So that's basically saying whatever is going on in your mind is going to happen in your body, is going to happen in your reality. It's pretty much like manifestation, but it's also microcosm versus macrocosm.
Yes.
Which means that the fly issue for you, I feel, is like there's all these like little pesty things that are just kind of like taking away from your money, taking away from your time, making you go a little bit like crazy. I understand that. So if you're starting to have these kinds of issues, just like you know that it's time to invest in some new windows or ask for outside help, that might be the universe's way of being like, okay, you need to start asking for other people to help you out with this as well. There may be a time, might be now, where you're actually starting to realize, okay, if I'm going to get to this next level, I need to do X, Y, and Z. I had a similar moment with becoming a writing rock star, and I had a similar moment with my actual publication. And I think you guys have noticed that I've really started to step things up, and it's been.
Oh yeah, you've really been pushing hard. You've inspired me to push harder. So.
Oh, maybe I'll push harder. So that's my manifestation for this month.
I love it.
And here's the person I was just speaking with before here. She's coming on the Daily Whatever show at the end of the month. Yeah, her name's Nicole Waters. She's amazing. And she sent me this article that's really been sitting with me. Do you ever read something and you're like, oh yeah, this isn't like novel, but it hits you the right way, and you're like, I totally needed to read this right now. I'm going to paraphrase it because it's not in front of me, but the idea is like you don't need hundreds of thousands or millions of followers and subscribers to succeed online. You need 1,000. You need 1,000 people who are deeply invested and willing to pay for your work.
Yes,
that's it.
Exactly right. I know.
And I was
that's
like,
a good one.
That makes it feel so much more attainable.
Yeah, doable.
And frankly, I know this a little from being, having booked so many guests on the Daily Whatever Show, and I see behind the scenes what they bring. The people who have the biggest followings do not always bring the biggest audiences, and they certainly don't
they
always
don't.
bring the biggest subscribers afterwards. I can tell you of our guests who has the most like rabid, loyal following.
Yeah,
of
me too,
followers.
probably.
No, it's Ann P. Marshall,
Yeah, I
Esquire.
know.
She'll be on the
That's
Daily
who's.
Whatever Show against on Friday. I cannot even tell you how many, like how
I knew you were
loyal
going
her.
to say her,
Yeah,
and
her
I
fan. I
think,
mean, her work is so good. She's a lawyer. She writes in this like weirdly enthusiastic way to be writing about law. Like, yay, this passed, which I love. She's a
yeah, she's
delight.
really good. Yeah,
And we connected her to Zev Shalev because they're both talking about Epstein from different angles.
yeah,
And
I
now they've
remember that.
partnered and she's getting bigger to be like, this is what I do. I love building community. And also building community doesn't build an income stream. It doesn't build a life.
No.
And so it has to become more than that. But she and Ellie Leonard, of course, like
Yeah. What
hugely
about
devoted.
Nicole? Wasn't Nicole on once before the Daily Whatever? Isn't she a coach?
No, Nicole was on with Julie Roginski and Michelle
Okay.
Kinney and me
Okay.
on
Yeah.
Saturdays for Sanity.
I knew
And
I saw her somewhere.
yes, I invited her because Nicole is the woman who joined Substack and like within weeks unthroned Andrew Tate as the #1 bestseller on Substack.
Wow. Oh yeah,
I
I
love
remember
her.
her.
Okay, like Yanni, I love you, but let's both marry this individual.
Yes. Not only was
Yeah.
it a woman, it's a Black woman in her 40s.
Yeah, I
Who
remember
writes
that.
about
Yeah.
like taking back power and all these like we brought her on. So I wrote to her. You know me, Karen. I will write to anyone and be like, come on the Daily Whatever Show. And I get ignored sometimes, and sometimes I get yeses. And so when I saw that she was #1, I was so happy. And I saw she made a post about like, woohoo, goal met. I beat Andrew Tate. I wrote to her and was like, hey, I don't know you, but I have the show, the Daily Whatever Show. Will you come on? And she's like, yeah, what do you do? It was a Thursday or Friday. She was like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, well, we don't air on the weekends, but you should really meet Julie and Michelle, who are amazing. And so she came on with us and she stayed on for like 2 hours.
Wow.
She's a powerhouse. Like she's so
Wow, I can't
inspiring.
wait. When's she coming on?
I want to say the 26th, maybe. It's
Okay.
toward the end of the month. I will
Okay.
post it. And I just found out this morning we've got Cousin Rashid coming back for Fucked Up Friday
That's great.
next week.
That is
So
great. Yeah.
we've got we've got other exciting guests too, but Nicole is
So
awesome. And so I was like, we need to talk. But yeah, I love a woman who is like, you don't lead with an apology, girl. What you
that's
have is
her.
valuable, and here's why, and here that yeah. So we've been talking, and she was so
Well,
it's
you know
great that
what?
it happened the same time as this, and I was like, that feels not coincidental.
Exactly.
We only have 5 minutes, ladies. So any last words about anything?
I
Karen,
got
what's your? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, what's yours, Karen?
I want to find out what is wrong with my body. I have
I
been
got you.
so ill. I've been so ill for it's going on 3 months. I've been to 9 different doctors. I wrote a story about all the doctors that rejected me. I mean, it's just shocking what happened. And I just am getting
Monstrous.
pushed around and people they just tell me shit to get me out of the office. It's wrong shit. They give me prescriptions for things if I take them would cause things worse. And I've just been basically off and on in pain for like the last 2 solid months. I finally found a woman, a nurse practitioner, who's been helping me through a hospital, getting tests and stuff. I think we're closing in on what it is. We've narrowed it down to 2 things. I just hope we figure it out so that I can get my life back, because when you're sick, you can't think, you can't write, you can't sleep, I can't even eat, because when I eat, certain foods will trigger and I'll have an attack. So yeah, that's my wish. I just want to get well and find out what's wrong with me so I can work on it. That's it. Simple request.
I guess I'm gonna take this quick moment because I know that this Mother's Day has been rough on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Whether it's because you're seeing your kids leave the nest, you've experienced a loss, you know, might feel locked out, or in my case, you were forgotten, or something along
Sorry.
those lines. Well, I mean, I wasn't
Sorry.
forgotten by my daughter.
Well, that's
Uh,
good.
I got news about a diagnosis with her, but
Oh,
I wasn't forgotten. I mean, the good news is that the issue is mostly cosmetic. Uh, those who know me know that I have a very unusual eye issue, and
uh-huh.
it
Yeah.
showed up in the middle of her class.
Oh.
Good news is that it's treatable with some color contacts.
Oh, good.
Um, but what I wanted to say is, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely taking this like new moon in Taurus as time to remember to love yourself and mother yourself.
Yes.
Now is the
Very good.
time. Now is the time to make yourself a happy little sushi roll. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes. That's why I want to get well. I still have a chocolate rabbit in the refrigerator from Easter that I don't dare eat because I know what
Gangster.
could happen. Yeah.
Oh,
So
What could
yes,
happen
what happened?
from a
What
chocolate rabbit from Easter?
the condition I have is very highly sensitive to anything that's sugar or acidic. And if I eat sugar or acidic, it can take me out. So I have to eat very alkaline foods, you know, like I can't drink alcohol and I can't drink tea anymore. I can't eat certain foods.
Ah,
Even avocados take me out. So
really?
I'm very limited, yeah, because it can be acidic in your body. No lemons. So I have to do things like baked fish, like salmon, or a little bit of chicken. I can eat soup and I can eat broth, you know, and I can eat baked potatoes, but I can't eat sweet potato. It's really crazy, and it's trial and error. You know, I've been testing foods by eating them and not knowing whether I'm going to feel terrible or not. It's been horrible. So I just want to get this fixed, guys. Please pray for me. Please
You
pray.
got us. And I hope that
yes.
today was an awesome cocktail hour for everyone.
And thank you everybody for joining us. We've had some really lovely comments, and you know, I appreciate both of you ladies so much. I mean, you're in my heart.
No, I love you, and I hope we're come back next month, Karen, and you're like, not only did we figure it out, we fixed this shit, and I'm feeling so much better.
I'm eating a chocolate rabbit. If you see me doing that, you know that everything's okay.
My gosh. If it's
Mm-hmm.
all okay, I will send you like very fancy Seattle chocolates or something.
Oh my God, Seattle has the best
So,
chocolates, don't they?
we have the best coffee, but we do have some good chocolatiers out here, to be
You do,
sure.
yes, yes. Well, guys, it's been really amazing. And Dana and Oceana, I hope you both get your wishes. And let us know how your trip goes, Oceana.
Oh,
I can't
well,
wait to hear about it.
Yeah, me
you're going to
too.
see part of it at least.
Oh
Okay,
my
good.
gosh, yeah, keep us all posted. And
Yes.
yeah, I have a date coming over soon. So
Okay, we'll let you
Ooh.
go. And everybody, hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Whatever.
yes, we'll see
It's
you
going to be a
tomorrow.
good one.
I have scheduled it, and I think I've maybe done it wrong. And Lawrence is asleep, and I'm so tired of. I want an admin to do all of this. I don't enjoy doing this part.
I wish I could do that for you. I wish I could do that, and I wish I could do your makeup. So, but
Oh, I would love
unfortunately,
if you would do my makeup.
yeah, yeah,
We have Carlin Betcha coming on tomorrow, and she's
yeah.
amazing. She's
Yes.
Okay, good.
amazing.
Good
She's
show.
brilliant. So it'll be a good
Okay.
show.
Well, bye, everybody. Love,
Bye. Good night.
hugs. Good
Bye.
night. Bye.